What's going on? It's your favorite cousin, Big Cuz Live.
Yeah, man.
This is our Thursday night broadcast. This is a special broadcast. It's our experience spotlight. Tonight we're going to talk about the experience of Hoop Mag founder Rob Schwarz. Rob, how you doing, man?
What's up, homie?
Welcome to the show, man. I've been meaning to have you on this show. We had you on our workshop 101 when we did that. You were I don't know if you're in the business of dropping jewels, but many jewels were dropped, and it was an excellent. You know, you kind of always reach out to like certain artists and like that are making moves. So I just wanted to get that out the way. But how's your week, man?
Good, man. We moved to a new location. We're now in Blackwood, so we've been in Cherry Hill for 8 years. So the last 2 weeks have been moving, packing. For those that've been to my office in Cherry Hill, it took me about 8.5 hours to get everything off the walls, and about 2.5 days, and I'm still setting it back up. So it's just been busy with the moves and a lot of new deals. So it's good though.
Okay. Do you feel like the new you'll be able to do more stuff out of the new place?
Absolutely. My office is like 3 times the size. It's a little further from, I lived in Cherry Hill, and the studios it was in Cherry Hill, so it's a little further, but the studio sounds much better. My office is bigger. It just looks a lot nicer. It's more like us. So I'm excited. I can't wait to officially open. I'm taking meetings, but I can't wait to officially open so everyone can see how the studio is going to look, and I'm excited.
Okay, definitely. Now, if anyone's not familiar with Rob, founder of a distribution company, has also been creating content and placing content all over the world, and he had a concept. I don't know if you want to just talk about it briefly, but a concept of keeping your content exclusive, which kind of is counterintuitive to a lot of things that, not counterintuitive, but a lot of people don't think that way.
Yeah.
So can you just briefly explain like why that way of thinking is important?
Absolutely. People don't realize that there's value in the content. So a lot of people have been just filming and putting on YouTube. But I mean, it's cool if you're just trying to get looked at, but if you're trying to do this seriously, I mean, you just lost all the value of your content. Because now I have my TV show has been on the air for over 10 years now, since 2007. And we reach over 500 million households around the world. Yeah. And we get paid for our shows. And the reason why is because you can't find it on YouTube. You can't find it other places. Where a lot of other shows, people just say, oh, let's do it, put it on YouTube, see how many views we get. But at the end of the day, it's like, that's cool, but even if you're making that little YouTube money, which obviously, I don't know if you guys said yesterday, people aren't making YouTube money anymore, but it's a different strategy. And to me, it just makes more sense. Like, you keep it exclusive, make people want it, and then people have to find it, and then it's worth it. And that's what we do so well overseas, especially overseas.
Okay, so you've been doing this a long time. What really pushed you to follow this as your business and not get out of say the corporate world or say the mainstream 9-to-5 type business?
Well, after college, I was at Polygram Records for a little bit, and then I went to the West Coast to be a songwriter. Worked with some of Babyface's camp as a songwriter. Didn't go the way I wanted. I kind of felt like I failed a little bit. Came back to the East Coast, and I took that day job. I actually got a job on Wall Street, and I did finance. That was I did it for a total about 10 years. Mm-hmm. But when I did it, I missed the whole. I missed the music industry, so I wanted to get back into the music industry. So I was trying to find another way. So I just my drive was I hated my 9-to-5 job. Yeah. And I missed the music. So that's kind of what I did. Is I just decided, you know what, this is my motivation. So every day from 9 to 5, I would just work, and then come home, and then work every night from 8 p.m. to 3, 4 in the morning. Go to bed for 3 or 4 hours, wake up, and do it all over again. And my motivation was not going back to that day job. So
that's definitely motivation not to go back to the day job. A lot of people out here are struggling in these day jobs, and you go to these jobs and people there don't have the dream. People there are kind of miserable, and so I'm struggling to reconnect right now. I don't know what this is. I know I just paid my bill. It should come back on. Yours is back on.
Yours ended, said though.
Mine ended. That's not good.
Yeah, restart your camera, bro. You might have turned it off by mistake.
Bro, Well, we're still live on yours, and we appreciate you being over here. So, why don't you tell us a quick story about like getting started with like packaging Who magazine and putting the DVDs together? Because I remember those DVDs out on the streets.
Who Mag magazine put out DVD Volume 1, and what I did was I kept it clean. Christmas guns, and because of that, we got picked up by Walmart's, Targets, Blockbuster, Netflix, Best Buy, Sam Goody, Suncoast Video, everywhere. So it was in the streets too, but my whole goal was, you know what, I'm not just going to pretend I'm somebody I'm not. Mm-hmm. And I had to figure out I cracked into how to get it to the Walmarts, which no other DVD magazine at the time could do. And the reason why was because I kept it clean. And because of that, once Walmart's picked it up, everybody else followed. And you can still go to like Walmart.com and BestBuy.com, and it's still there after we put that out 2005. And it's still out there 13 years later.
That's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's like, so that's another one of my questions for you. Like, what is your, like, how do you stay ahead? Like, how are you seeing these trends, like, before time? Like, that's, that was a major ahead of the wave move there.
Everything I do, I try to stay ahead of the game. Like, even with 2002, we were the first hip-hop website website to air music videos, period, because YouTube wasn't even out then. Mm-hmm. 2005, we did the DVD magazine. 2007, we were the first independent international TV show to go overseas. 2012, we launched the first independent hip-hop network, iFame TV. It's always just about being the first. I mean, we're the first hip-hop company verified on Facebook. We're the first to everything, man. That's, we keep trying to do that. So.
Absolutely. Ooh, come on. Let's go here. Internet. All right. Sorry about this.
It's all good, man.
It's live TV.
Do you want to start over? Or
no, we're good. We got content flowing. Plus. You're Rob Schwarz. You're a treasure trove of information. Now, you've been speaking at like we had you at our workshop 101. This is our Reconnect Most Slept On Radio. We're here with Rob Schwarz, founder distributor, Who Magazine, iFame,
Who Mag TV.
Who Mag TV,
yeah.
And I. So, what are you excited about? You don't do current stuff, but just talk about something current. Like, what is 2018? What are we excited about? Because I've seen a lot of your live feeds, and you're announcing a lot of new stuff on the regular, man. And that, it's exciting.
What do you mean we don't do current stuff? We always do current stuff.
Well, I'm talking about for the DVDs. How you said don't do. One of the tips you told me is like don't talk about an artist like about to release something. Talk about
yeah. We talk about. It's just strategically how you put it out there. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you want your content to have value, you don't date it, and that's the problem. Is a lot of people date their interviews, and that's like a lot of these websites now. They want the bait click ones, and all they want to do is have you click on see what's happening today. But 3 months from now, that content's worthless because it's old news. Because no one's really touching on things that are more. That can stand the test of time. They're more focused on what's the big thing now to get views. Okay,
definitely. So how is your family and your friends? How are they involved in what you do with your business?
That's a tricky question. As far as family, they're not. I kind of keep my family separated from this on purpose for multiple reasons. As far as my friends. I guess when this becomes your full-time job, your friends become this. So, like, one of my best friends since forever, Mr. Mig, we work together every day. He's a music guy, I'm a music guy. Mm-hmm. So we work together very well, and a lot of my other friends. But it's kind of hard sometimes, because sometimes it's like, we provide an outlet.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's hard to find out who your true friends are and who your friends of the month are. Mm-hmm. So... we learn to keep our circle small, but like, I do have some great guys that work for me. My boy Will out of Miami, he's been with me now for 12 years. Andrew's been with me for like 3 years. And we have Tato's, he's been with me for a long time. A lot of people have been with me for a long time. So, I keep my family, I consider my friends my family. Mm-hmm. And then I have my friends.
Yeah.
So it's different, so, but I try to keep a separation between what I can and, it depends on what it is.
Okay, well, that was my next question. You covered most of it, but the question was, how do you decipher the right and the wrong people to work with?
You know what? I am very, very, very good at reading people. You become that in this business. And I became that from working at Merrill Lynch for 7 years too, because I was risk management and finance for 10 years. So when you're always worried about, am I getting laid off today? Am I getting fired today? You always have to be on your toes and pay attention. But even like in this industry, it's like everyone comes to me with the same thing. Oh, I'm the hottest artist in the block. And next thing you know, like, all right, well, you got 300 Facebook friends, no followers, and it's like you hear it all. So, I mean, Google becomes your best friend, and it's just really how people approach you, and just you learn about I guess when you go through it so many times as I have, it's easy. Like I can just be with someone for like a minute, and I can just know they're worth talking to more, or if it's just worth it in the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you mentioned something about this earlier. I'm talking about the bounce back now. As an entrepreneur, you're taking losses. I don't know if you want to talk about a situation, but like, how do you come back from like a tough loss where like you put your heart and soul into something and maybe it just didn't work out? Like, how do you eat that?
I don't take it as a loss. I take it as a risk. I love taking risks. I think it's almost like gambling. It's almost like people with casinos or betting on football games. It's kind of, to me, it's like taking risks is exciting. And like if you bet on a football game, you're not going to win every football game.
Yeah.
You go to Atlantic City, you're going to come home broke sometimes. But if you take risks, you're going to lose sometimes. So to me, it's like when I take my risks, it's more like risks are more educated. It's not like doing something that's you're lucky. Like going to like bet on a football game is luck. You have no control over the situation.
Yeah.
So playing the lottery, you have no control over if you're going to win. But by taking risks, you have some control over it. You have factors that go into it. So me, I love taking risks. So when I take a risk, I evaluate everything. So if I do lose, what am I still going to gain from this? Like, what else can I get from this? So I may not have gotten the grand prize, but what's second, third, and fourth? And even if I come out just as a straight loss, how can I flip that to my advantage? And then we all take losses. I've been burned by 100 people, like everybody else has. It's the industry. But, one thing is I don't dwell on it. Like, I have a term, and people don't believe this, but the truth is I just don't believe in haters. Like, people are like, haters, but haters to me are an excuse. Someone's going to burn you, all right, cool. If you focus on the negative side of it, you're never going to be positive. So to me, I don't believe in haters. I don't believe in negativity. I don't believe in, I believe in taking a bad situation and figure out how to make it good. And that's all I try to do. And that's how I live my life. If that makes sense.
No, that makes pretty good sense. Now, you work with like a lot of artists and different types of people. So let's just frame this in kind of like a business move type of way. What are the worst things people can do, either when approaching you or just approaching anybody else in business?
Lie. I see right through it. If you lie, it's easy to catch someone who lie, especially in this industry because everything's online now. BS me. I see right through that. Try to go behind my back. It always comes out because I work with a lot of loyal people. And the whole thing about this industry is a lot of people do all three of those.
Yeah.
So it's a tough business. It's a shady business. So, I mean, as long as I stay true to myself and my friends that I know that are true to me, I stay true to them. We're good. And people are going to come through and they're going to try to come through the cracks, but we stop it before it happens. And so like I said, it's take a negative situation to make it positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, dope. Negative to a positive.
That's it. That's what it's all about. Take a negative situation and figure out how you can make it to a positive situation.
All right, I want to find out about Rob Schwarz. So, what music were you listening to in high school? What were you bumping?
High school?
Yeah, or high school, college. Like, what was the music that you came?
So here's a little history. I was the only kid I knew that liked hip hop from 3rd grade till I met one other person that liked hip hop in 7th grade. And I didn't even like that guy. And the first time I met a friend that liked hip-hop was 9th grade. And it just started really coming out then. So I've always been a hip-hop head. Like, I was this little white kid. I didn't know anything about Def Leppard. I didn't know anything about all these rock bands. I just knew about hip-hop and R&B. I was a Michael Jackson fan, and I was a weird kid. I was third grade. I liked Luther Vandross. You know, I liked R&B and hip hop. So people thought I was this weird kid in Cherry Hill. You know, so it's not, you know, so you couldn't find hip hop records.
Right.
I had to like con my mom to say I was buying baseball cards to take me to the Pennsauken Mart, and I would buy like a record too, not realizing that. I think this was before the parental advisory stickers even came out.
Right.
But I can look at the back of the records and see some language, like, oh, this is going to be good. Just got to hide it in the bag so nobody sees it, and play it real quiet on my little radio.
Right.
But as far as back in high school, man, I mean, it was hip hop my whole life. But if I were to throw names, I mean, I remember I had a special order Tribe Called Quest's first CD because I saw this video, I left my wallet, and I was like, Gundo with MTV Raps. I mean, it was such a long name to remember. Tribe Called Quest. Lift my wallet, I was like, Gundo. People listening to Travel. It was so much to remember.
Yeah.
And like one of my friends was a manager at Sam Goody's in the Cherry Hill Mall. So I went into the Cherry Hill Mall the very next day and asked him about that record, and he said, "We have no Sam Goody carries it. We have to special order it."
Okay.
So special. So actually, if you go to my office, I have the long box of the CDs. Remember they came in those long boxes. And Jerobi signed it for me because Jerobi was at my studio like last year from Tribe Called Quest. But yeah, but
dropping Pennsauken Mart and long CDs.
You know, that's how we do it, man. Yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of Native Tongues. I was a big fan of. I was like a hip hop lyricist. You know, Cold Chillin' was my favorite label. Everyone on Cold Chillin' Records, and I'm good friends with Fly Ty now, who owned it. So he taught me a lot. Like he told me all the history, man. I have it on camera, like a 4-hour interview. It was just crazy things he dropped on me, man. But yeah, man, I was just anything that was hip hop, but I wasn't into. But see, but that time the corny hip hop was coming out, the Vanilla Ices, the Hammers.
Okay, yeah.
So a lot of people were excited, like, oh yeah, we're hip hop fans, we're like Vanilla Ice, and I'm just like, yo, that's corny, and even like. And people are going to hate me for this, but out here in the East Coast, NWA was corny. You know? No one liked NWA out here. And when it came out, everyone's like, oh yeah, NWA was the best group ever. I'm like, nah, dude, when NWA came out in high school, remember when they came out, no one over here listened to them. And all of a sudden, everybody is fans of theirs. But, you know, the disrespect to NWA, it just wasn't our scene. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what I listened to.
So you played music? Did you write?
Yeah, so I always wanted to be a rapper, and I was terrible. I realized that one day I did a song. I used to write music a lot, R&B music. And my friend said, yo, put down this rap for the song. And I'm like, yeah, I got this. I wrote this fly-ass rap. I went in there. I still have the cassette at home somewhere. What was the song called? Let Me Be the One. Yeah, and that was terrible. Me and my boy Mike Clark. But we used to write R&B every day. Okay. Every single day. We used to go to his place in Waterford, then go to the coastline at night, then go back to his place, write some more, and then we went to LA together to work with a lot of artists out there, and then we came back here together, moved to Hoboken when I was working on Wall Street, and he used to live in my place, and we would write, still write, and now I just wrote a song for the 470s. Nice. It's coming out, one of my favorite groups of all time.
Sweet.
We got to write a song for him, which is pretty cool.
It's very, very
It's a hot song. I can't wait to drop it, hopefully next 2 or 3 weeks. But,
and they're still touring.
Yeah, all the time. Yep. And I used to manage artist Santalina, so I wrote most of her music as well. Me and her, she's a great writer. And Eric produced it, my friend Eric. Okay. Who I did the 470 song with. So I love to write. I wanted to get back more into it. But, you know, it's just, there's so much going on with everything else that I do. Yeah. But that's always been one of my little things I just love to do, is just be creative and write.
All right, good. You walked into the next question.
All right.
How do you prioritize your hustle?
It's funny because it's like I wake up in the morning, like every day, everything's in my phone. If it's not my phone, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't. And like even today, I forgot to put in. I had a conference call at 3:30, and I had a meeting at 3, and I was like, oh my god. So everything's in my phone, and I wake up every morning and I think. And I say this all the time, what's the most majestic thing I can do today? Like, what's the craziest thing I can do? That's the way I think. What's the biggest thing I can do today? Right. And I look at my phone, I'm like, all right, this is what I have to do. What else can I do? And then chances are when I go to the office, my phone's blowing up all day anyway, so nothing gets done. Yeah. But then at night, that's why I'm up every night till like 3, 4 in the morning. Because I make sure that my list is done. And I always try to figure out the next big thing I'm working on. Like we just closed this massive international deal, top of the month.
Okay.
We're we're built into 18 TV sets all over the world and 18 set-top boxes and major ones like Sanyo, Black Punk, Sharp TVs, and these are like all over the world. Where Humag is now a channel built into every TV.
That's major.
Yeah, it's major, and I can't even say how big the reach is because we don't have a number. It's just it's every single house.
That just sounds crazy.
All over. And I'm talking about Africa, Europe, Germany, Switzerland, the Nordics, everywhere. Like I'll show you the list later, but it's I gotta post it because it is ridiculous. But
well, you definitely jumped on the global aspect of this culture.
Yeah.
That's
well,
crazy.
I mean, the whole reason why is because so many people think, like I manage artists, I manage a couple of artists, and I work with artists, and it's so hard for the artists here to figure out how to get to LA.
Yeah.
Right? But it's even harder for them to figure out how to get to Europe.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Everyone focuses on their backyard because they're here, they can drive there, and they feel comfort here, and but I mean, music overseas. Like I went to South Korea. I spoke to 50,000 kids about hip hop at a South Korea, the world's largest World Peace Conference.
Oh, dope.
And talking to the kids, it's like they paired me up. We had a private tour guide.
Yeah.
My private tour guide, they said he's with you because he's the hip hop specialist in South Korea. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm excited to talk to this guy. We call him Little Sed, this little guy. He's like, man, I got so many questions to ask him. I'm like, cool, what kind of questions? He's like, so is Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg the same person? And I'm like, one's tall, skinny, one's short, fat, one's dead, one's alive, one raps, one sings. There's like nothing to like.
He's gonna have a lot of questions.
You're the hip hop expert in South Korea, and you're asking me this question. And I came to realize the more questions he started asking me is like, I'm like, what do you love about hip hop? He's like, oh, I love hip hop because it's the only music we get to criticize people. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty deep. So it's kind of like, I started thinking about that, like that's deep. But I'm realizing like, they're like, yeah, these big artists from America came over and they tell me who it is. I never heard of them. I'm like, I don't know who that person is.
Yeah.
They're not big in America.
Right.
Who told you that?
Right.
But the thing is, it's like, they love American culture so much that it's like, you can, if you're from America, you can go to Europe and you cannot come home. You can just sell our shows all the time because you're from America. But you have to figure out how to get there.
Yeah, get there.
Yeah. So we try to help bridge that by airing. We're the only independent show out there like that. So people watch our show and they're like, oh wow, this is what hip hop is in America. So I'm glad I get to bring that to people all over the world.
That's major travel gang all over the world.
All over the world. Yeah.
That's now that's a perspective that I think I had to go to A3C to get.
Yeah.
Because when when you go there, then you see the hip hop world converge, and like you said, I was talking with a kid from Korea. And over there, and like they really love it.
You know, I was so excited to buy like this cool South Korea T-shirt, Seoul, Korea, and I went to the mall, and it was huge. It was a ridiculous looking mall, and all they had was New York Yankees hats and Yankee shirts, and I saw a few Paris, but I couldn't find a South Korea shirt in South Korea. Like I had to go over to South Korea to get a New York Yankees hat. It's like, come on, man! But that shows you, it's like they love New York.
Yeah.
So. You gotta think about that too, in that perspective.
That's major. Congratulations, all that. Quick commercial break. What's going on? Big Cuz Live. This is our Experience Spotlight. Wednesday night broadcast. We're doing a special broadcast tonight on Thursday. Check us out right after this show. We'll be right down at the Fire. Rich Quick, DJ No Frills, Arno Brasco, Chris Vance, Teef. I'll be on stage with Teef. And a bunch of other people will be over there. Good event. Tomorrow night we have our trivia show and our DVD show. And shout out our sponsors, Urban Seek and Tricell 215. What's going on? Amr the Bomber and Tricell.
What up, Bomber?
Amr, do you have a hat for me so I can throw it on for the set? Man. So I can rock Tricell?
I got a Tricell hoodie, a wool hat.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a Tricell hat for the broadcast, so I could just throw it on.
What's up with that, John?
I got the shirts, but they end up in the laundry, and then you gotta wait for it to come out the laundry. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. That's my peoples right there, man. Tricell 215. Make sure you get that gear. Tricell 215. Yeah.
All right, so I know it sets you apart from like a lot of people locally, but now competitive wise in the global market, like what sets Humag apart from others competing in the global market?
That's a good question, but probably a pretty easy one to answer because of the fact that this is where hip hop started. There is hip hop artists from all over the world, obviously, but they all want to come here. For example, one of my boys, Ramos, was in town from Australia last week.
Mm-hmm.
He flew to Philadelphia for the day. We hung out, flew back the next day, and we were talking about how Australia is so small. They have their own community out there, but kind of how they love America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, would you watch an Australian hip hop show here? You may be curious for the first
probably for the
minutes,
novelty,
but would you watch it every week?
I don't know.
Exactly.
And
ain't no disrespect to Australia, not at all. Because they have amazing. I know a lot of artists in Australia. I work a lot. And by fact, out of the United States, I think most of my artists, besides the U.S., are from Australia. They got some incredibly talented people in Australia. But at the end of the day, it's like they watch what we do, and that's like my friend over in Europe. Like he's always talking about grime music. He introduced me to grime.
Yeah. About
2 years ago.
Oh, that's I love grime.
Yeah, but people in America don't really like grime.
I wish they would have a grime show in Philly.
Yeah, well, we're actually talking about going to Europe and doing something, a Humag Europe edition now on grime.
Just that baseline.
Yeah. So, but it's the same thing. It's like grime is huge in Europe.
It's huge.
It's the biggest thing out.
It's huge.
But in America, it's like no one knows what it is. Most people don't even know what it is. So, like, with a lot of people watch a grime show in America,
right?
Chances are no, because it's not used to it, and especially now, the generation now, it's like they're not really. I feel like the younger generation isn't really intuitive to find a new music. I feel like they just want to feel it's safe, but they know they're going to hear in the clubs, but they can memorize the first time they hear it.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where hearing something different, like somebody with an accent or somebody doing something different, is kind of, it's not cool unless other people do it too.
Okay. Definitely. All right, let's hop over. Let's talk trends. So, what kind of trends you see popping off for this year?
Trends.
As far as like maybe a like you say grime. Any chance of grime picking up? Now, grime's been out for a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, Jay-Z brought over Lady Sovereign, and I thought that was the only blip on like the radar major over here.
Yeah. My boy showed me Stormzy. That was the first thing. I'm like, this guy is so dope. Stormzy. I was like, oh my god, this guy is dope, and that got me into listening to grime music.
Mm-hmm.
Trends. I make them. I don't follow them. So I don't know. I don't know. It's
all right.
I do my own thing. I don't follow any trends. I just kind of do what I like to do, and I do what makes me happy, and I do what I enjoy. And as far as the TV world, I mean, we were the first hip hop. The second music channel on Roku, the first hip hop channel on Roku, 2012. Then went to the Apple TV. We're about to break on the Fire Stick. So we just try to be ahead of everybody else. I know we're a little late with the Fire Stick, but we're still going to be ahead before any other independent hip hop channels are on there.
Mm-hmm.
But I just follow technology trends. That's what I do.
All right, definitely. So what's going on with your favorite cousin, Big Cuz Live? This is our experience spotlight, and we're definitely someone with a lot of experience, and spotlighting it with Rob Schwarz tonight. If you're just checking in right now, run it back from the beginning. Definitely some good content. Yeah. Real quick for the people, would you like to go down kind of like, kind of what services, like what is Humag, as in, like, Humag? What are you guys about?
Humag Multimedia. Well, I started the company in 2002 with the website humag.net, which we just are now under construction. We're redoing a brand new site. It should be up hopefully in the next 2 or 3 days. We started from there to a DVD magazine, then to the TV show. So our TV show has been out now for 11 years. It's the longest running independent international hip hop TV show. We reach 500 million households around the world. You can find us. If you have a Roku, look for Humag Multimedia. It's WHO?MAG Humag Multimedia. It's on Roku. It's on Apple TV. You can download the app. It's a free app. Download it on your cell phone, Androids or iPhones. Don't matter what phone you have. You can find Humag Multimedia. We just launched a new website, humagtv.com. Say it was out before. We just totally relaunched. Did a brand new look. So now it matches the channel completely. And we have a lot of new stuff. Me and my developers have been talking every single day. So we have a lot of new stuff I can't release now. But otherwise, we also have the Humag distribution. I have about 350 artists signed to me for music distribution. Dang. I've been doing that since 2010. You see all these new little distribution things popping up here and there. Like, we've been doing this since 2010. So we had our deal with Sony Orchard. Well, then it was Sony Iota. Now it merged into Sony Iota. So, I mean, Sony Orchard. Iota to Orchard. So we've been with Sony Orchard and Sony now for 8 years. Again, 350 artists, 2 #1 Billboard albums, a lot of big artists signed to us, a lot of big records signed to us, a lot of legends signed to us. We just put out some of the Famous Flames, which is James Brown's band. We just got a couple unreleased records from them. A lot of big people, HumagDistribution.com. You can get a better gist of who we have.
Shout out Del P.
Del P, we put all Del P stuff. That's my homie right there. All 4 records for Del P. Del P just won the PHL Live Artist of the Year of Philadelphia, which is Councilman David O's award show, which is the city of Philadelphia. He just won the Philly Hip Hop Award for Best Hip Hop Album. So I'm mad proud of Del P. That's my dude right there. Yeah.
All right, definitely. What's going on? Most up on Radio Experience Spotlight. So we got 2 more questions. And then we're going to do the rapid fire section of the show.
Okay.
All right, so like I said, if you're just joining us, run it back. Definitely some good content. Real quick, can you tell the people where they can contact you?
Yeah, I'm easy. Facebook, everything's Humag. WHOMAG. Humag's my personal one. I'm at like 4,999 friends with like 300 plus pending. So you can follow me. You can still inbox me. Twitter's Humag. Instagram's Humag, emails humag@gmail.com. That's all without the question mark. There's WHOMAG, Humag. But I'm easy to, I always get people back right away. So within 24 hours, you'll hear back from me. Humag@gmail.com.
Definitely Google friendly.
Yeah.
All right, so we like to go out nice and easy and twist it around on them. So, what would you say is your favorite article of clothing and why?
A favorite article or people who make it? Like.
You got me. I mean, what do you like to wear? What do you like to rock?
I wear, you know what? This is what I wear. I wear my brand and my friend's brand. So it's either a Humag, it's a Tricell, 2 and 5. This is in our history. My JP hand custom made of this one. I didn't have my Tricell 2 and 5 on because I didn't get a sweatshirt from you, John. So that's, and the thing is, I used to wear all designer gear before, and I got tired of promoting somebody else. Absolutely. So I always promote my stuff, my friend's stuff. I'm always wearing my 418 Music shirt, which is my man Gino's label. Whatever my people I support, because if we don't promote each other, who's going to promote us?
Well, yeah, 418. Are they just quietly racking up platinum plaques over there?
So 418, my man Gino Caparelli and Mr. Mig, they and Angela. Billboard Magazine, 2017, they're the #6 dance label in the world, according to Billboard Magazine. And it's crazy because the top 5 are all major labels. And the 4th is our label in our building, my man Gino and Mig. So it's me, Gino, and Mig are at the new studio in Blackwood, New Jersey. So
yeah, that's major.
I'm so proud of Gino and Mig and Angela and all they've done because it's, #6. You're #6 in the Billboard for 2017 Best Dance Label. And here it is right here locally. Yeah. And it's not a major label. It's not like we're major, like a major. We're independent. Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's not a lot of braggadocio. It's just like art.
It's crazy. It's kind of like, well, there's plaques all over his office, yeah. He has a whole lot of #1 records. #1s in 2017.
All right, we got our last question would be, what would no one expect you to do?
What would no one expect me to do? Go back to a 9-to-5 job.
Hey, yo.
I never will.
All right, definitely. Thank you so much. So, what's going on? Most up. We're about to get into our rapid fire section of the show. All right. So this is a little fun part. All right. So, we'll just try to keep it moving. So it's like it's either this or that kind of question. So like red or black, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. You ready?
Yeah.
iPhone or Droid?
iPhone all day.
Cat or dog?
Dog. I got 2 of them.
Earbuds or headphones?
Earbuds.
Biggie or Pac?
Oh, Biggie without doubt.
Tube socks or ankle socks?
Ankles.
Fish or chicken?
Chicken.
Philly cops or Jersey cops?
Jersey cops. A lot of friends.
Morning or night person?
Night by far.
Big Red or Double Mint gum?
Mentos.
You want your burger cooked medium rare or well done?
Well done.
Aisle seat, window seat?
I'll see. Definitely the window.
American or provolone?
Mozzarella.
Mayo or mustard?
Mustard.
With or without onions?
If they're fried with, if they're raw without.
Royal Farms or Wawa?
Wow, by far.
Would you rather be bit by a shark or bit by a dog?
Bit by a dog.
Dress up or dress down?
Just down.
You like your eggs scrambled, fried, over easy, or sunny side up?
Sunny side up.
Hardwood or carpeted floors?
Carpet.
Jello or pudding?
Pudding.
Curly or straight hair?
Straight.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Bagel or muffin?
Bagel.
French fries or curly fries?
Curly.
Crushed or cubed ice?
Crushed.
Happy face or mean mug?
Happy face.
Passion or consistency?
Consistency.
Tall or short?
Tall.
Bitter truth or white lie?
Bitter truth.
Make first move or wait?
Always make the first move.
Cry or hold on to it?
Cry, you said?
You want to cry or you want to hold on to it?
I don't cry. So
Well, you holding on.
I'm holding on.
Razor or electric shaver?
Razor.
You rather deal with bad breath or bad body odor?
Oh, God. Bad body odor.
Bart or Homer Simpson?
Homer.
Mountains or beach?
Beach.
Would you rather be stuck hiccups or sneezing?
Sneezing.
Ducks or geese?
Ducks.
With your muscles, white sauce or marinara?
Marinara.
Lights on, lights off.
Lights off.
Slow down for the yellow or speed up?
I used to speed up, now I slow down.
Paper or plastic?
Paper.
Hair up or hair down?
Down.
Instagram or Facebook?
Facebook.
CD or aux cord?
CD. I'm old school.
What's your OJ? You like pulp or no pulp?
Pulp.
With OJ, guilty or innocent?
I don't know. I'm not into politics like what they get. Good for him, man.
Good for
Good for him.
the juices. Order in or eat out?
Order in.
Fit it or snapback?
Snaps.
Celebrity crush, work crush?
Celebrity.
Stay up and finish or wake up early?
I'll stay up and finish.
Yeah, you pretty much said that earlier.
Yeah.
High tops or low top sneakers?
Mids.
Mids?
Yeah.
Chili's or Applebee's?
Chili's.
Chicken cheesesteak or regular cheesesteak?
Chicken cheesesteak.
Now with your TP, total pay, you hang it over or under?
Over.
Milkshake or smoothie?
Smoothie.
Baked or fried?
Baked.
Freckles or dimples?
Dimples.
If you were a cartoon character, what would the name of your cartoon character be?
Crunch time.
Handshake or fist bump?
Fist bump.
Winter or summer Olympics?
Summer. Hate winter. All together.
Hoagie or sub?
Hoagie.
Palm trees or pine trees?
Palm.
Alright, my last one for you.
Yeah, man.
It's the most important. Peanut butter, crunchy or creamy?
Crunchy.
My man. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's going on? This is Rob Schwarz right here. Big cuz. This is our experience spotlight. Thank you, Rob, for joining us. And the floor is yours, man. Take over. Whatever you want to say. You want to anything you want to plug?
So make sure you download my app, Humag Multimedia, WHO?MAG, Humag Multimedia. It's on all your iPhones, Androids, Roku, Apple, HumagTV.com. If you don't have a phone, which I'm sure you do, but if you don't, HumagTV.com. We just relaunched our video show, Video Vision, this past week. We air on Carevision, which is on broadcast in all the Caribbean islands, Canada, and the Northeast on Optimum TV and Cablevision. And then we also air, of course, on our channels. We have a couple more deals we're closing. So any artists with music videos, let me know. We're always looking for some dope music videos for the show. Clean, because it's broadcast. Music distribution. Send me your stuff. You know, we have over 350 titles right now. So that's through Sony. We're the OGs of the independent distribution game right now. And what else, man? I don't know, there's so much. Humag TV, we're about to drop episode 80. It's going to be a Miami-based special with Uncle Luke, 2 Live Crew, Mike Fresh, Laquan Love, and we also have, the big one is the reunion of the Poison Clan. We got that exclusively too. So we're about to drop that, episode 80, and so much, man. New studio. We're doing meetings now, but we should be fully functional next week in Blackwood, New Jersey. If you guys don't come on through, check it out. My homie Mr. Mig is a Grammy-nominated multi-platinum producer. So we have a music studio. We have 418 Music. And then we have me there too, so, you know, I'm there. So, come on through, reach out to me, everything's Humag. Yeah.
Alright, thank you. Big Cuz Live, Most Slept On Radio, Experience Spotlight, and you just got the experience.
Yeah, man.
Alright, we can shut this off.
Alright.
Thank you.
You got it.
Boom.